Hey everyone, so if you're watching this, you're probably checking out my Patreon and you want to know a little bit more about me before, throwing that $1 or $5 monthly subscription at me. So to start off, I'm an author. You've probably seen me before other places like YouTube or whatnot, but it just kind of show you what I've already done. This is my first book I've published. So it's I don't want to give too much away. There is a little back portion when you look at the book online on Amazon or Kindle or wherever, but it is a print to demand book, so you won't find it in a bookstore right away. I will eventually get to that, but actually this is the second, it's like the 1.1 version of the book. So my idea is to eventually come out with a version that has like illustrations and things like that. And on top of that, I'm already working on the second book. If you're following me, you can actually see in the below section that I've been posting updates about that particular venture. So the idea is, while I'm working on my second book, I'm going to need help with things like editing costs, maybe hiring a illustrator. Really, I would like to do it myself. I just don't have the hardware or software to do it. I don't like drawing by hand all the time. It's a lot more time consuming, I guess. Whereas when I've used a digital art pad or something like that, like a Wacom or something to that effect, where it's a tablet with a screen on it and I can draw directly on it. I have like Photoshop already, so it's not a big deal. But the other option, of course, is hiring someone to do illustrations or just buying some sort of art from them after I've given them directions, so on and so forth. It's a long, drawn-out process, but it might be more worth it to do it that way, just because I don't like, most artists, they don't like how their stuff looks, and to me, I think mine's too cartoony, and I'm kind of going more for like a comic book style in the way of like American comics, like Marvel or DC, or even like a Dark Horse or something like that. I really like that art style, the realism. I don't know why this is not focusing. There we go. So the idea is I'm reaching out to you guys to kind of lay it out there. I mean, to try to get as much support as I can. There is the option of $1 or $5 that helps, of course. There is a $15 tier where actually you'll get this book, and of course the book by itself, if you go on Amazon or whatnot, is like $8, maybe a little over $8, like $8.20 or something like that, not including shipping unless you have Prime. But if you do the $15 thing, you'll get a signed copy, and that's a one-time cost, of course, so it's only gonna happen once, and then you'll get this shipped to you 1 or 2 weeks, depending on where you are, maybe a little longer, because it first has to come to my place where I have to sign it for you, and then I ship it to you. And I'd be doing it the same day I got it, or same day I found out, about the cost, because I'm getting those notifications for whenever someone's joining or something like that. Right now I only have one person. He's been around since my last Patreon, which was not nearly close to the same idea. This is something that's been going on for a while. I started writing this book technically a lot of the ideas came way longer than like 10 years ago, but the book writing itself started around 10 years ago. I didn't publish it until recently, this year actually. So it was basically a combination of worry, not being accepted, not getting the support or the, whatever to get me going. But really, I find that writing is just really fun to me. You enjoy it regardless. So that's why actually my book on Amazon is so low. It's like an $8 tier, because that's actually the lowest my publisher will let me go. It used to be like 10 or 12 bucks before I lowered it, but now it's like 8 something. If I tried to lower it anymore, actually they just won't let me. It's actually at that point where they're making everything, and I think I'm making $1 per book. So yeah, there's that. So but really, I just want my stories to get out there. I want people to get just excited like I do to read my stories and feel as passionate about it as I do. I mean, it's something I've been thinking about for a long time, just even getting them out there. I've told random people here and there about it, and you know, told them my story and stuff, and never once has anyone told me, okay, whatever, dude. You know, it was like they had questions and they wanted to know more, and that's always made, like, pushed me to, you know, get to this point where now I have my first book out and I'm already halfway through my second. So I finished, I think I finished my 7th chapter of my second book already, and already kind of pre-programmed it to be 14, but it could be longer. So, you know, this is it. I mean, this is where I'm at right now. I'm hoping that once my second book comes out, that there's a third, fourth, so on and so forth, and even some that don't actually fall in line with what this is here. This is the first of the Umbra saga, and the second, of course, is a continuation. Technically, this is a prequel, so that's something to think about when you're reading this one. So when you get the other one, you'll kind of get, it's not as straightforward. I'll just say that the second book is not as straightforward as this one. There are a mix of stories introducing new people, and also explaining things that might have, not intentionally, or maybe intentionally, it's just hard to explain without giving things away, because of course I love the story, and I really want you to kind of find out for yourself, and then once you're excited, be ready for the next one, and so on and so forth. But I have other ideas besides the saga that I'm already working on, and I hope that when you guys are excited, I'm still excited. And honestly, I just, if I could do this full time, I would. I just know that without, you know, people being as excited as me, it's not going to go anywhere. But I'll keep doing it. I mean, I'll be working a 9 to 5 and still putting out books. That's all I can really hope for. Well, I could hope for more, but you know, you gotta start somewhere. So anyways, thank you for watching this video. Please check out this book, whether you have Amazon to buy the full thing, or if you have Amazon Unlimited, you can read it for free there. So Unlimited is, of course, a subscription program, so you pay, I think, 15 to 20 bucks a month, and you get to read unlimited books, which is awesome if you're an avid reader. So that's one way to go if you want to just read it without having to buy it, and it's a digital copy. And then the other option, of course, is buying it on Amazon, and then the third option, which is getting a signed copy by me. So yeah, thank you very much again, and hope to hear from you guys. If, of course, you have any questions, send them my way. Thank you.